Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for happy hour today. We are back for another fun Drinks on Us December episode. And oh my goodness, it just feels great to be in this season. I don't know if it's just because we're both Christmas girlies or if it has something to do with that the Drinks on Us vibe is so Christmassy and like love and Valentine's. I just feel like this time of year is great for the Do Crew.
I love this time of year. Speaking of Valentine's, I was at Home Goods over the weekend and it's already Valentine's Day in there. Is that crazy?
What? At Home Goods?
Yeah. Full Valentine's. Yep.
Oh my gosh. That's kind of insane. No?
They're always ahead of the curve.
No, they really are. So I'm excited. I think this is going to be a really, really good episode, a useful episode. We have been highly requested for this subject. So I will say it feels good to know we're not alone in this, not struggle, but just part of growing up. So our main segment today, if you guys are interested on what we're going to chit chat about in the main thing, it's going to be all about balancing holidays with your families as you grow and have a significant other, husband, and how all of that changes as we become adults and start our own families. So we're going to chat about that. But of course, we have a lot of sipping and spilling and other things to do before. So, Rye, what's in your cup tonight?
Okay, tonight I'm drinking something that I made for the Happy Hour Club, so you'll have to stay tuned for the recipe, but it's a sugar cookie mocktail,
Ooh.
And the rim is icing with sprinkles on it. I need to take a lick.
Wait,
it's so good.
Cute.
Mm-hmm. It's cute. Very sugary.
Wait, I love that. And you chose the Christmas tree cup today.
I chose the Christmas tree cup. Say that 5 times fast. Wait, what cup did you choose?
I chose Santa Claus himself.
Oh my gosh, I almost chose Santa. He's on the other side of mine.
Well, I just realized that they're two-sided. How silly.
So do you have the tree on your other side?
Yeah, exactly.
We are so like-minded.
We are. I love
What's in your cup?
I just have to say, this is my first time actually using the cup, not for decor.
Is it so fun?
Mm-hmm. My cup is so different than yours because I am having I forget what the brand is, but I found it at the store today. It's a juice, and the ingredients in the juice are just beets and oranges. Do you like beet juice?
No.
Wait, really? I actually weirdly love beet juice. Who liked beets with me where we got the beet cocktail in Nemacolin? Must have been Dev.
Definitely wasn't me. I got a dirty martini.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I love beet juice. So I grabbed it at the store. And so I have my beet and orange juice, and I added a little bit of fizz and water to mellow it out so it's not like extra potty.
That sounds really refreshing. We couldn't be more different tonight with our drink choices.
We're so different. And I will say I'm not sure I've ever had a juice this late in the day. It feels odd.
You're going to be bouncing off the walls.
I know. Maybe Baby M's going to do front flips during this episode.
Is it time to feel kicks yet for Baby M, or is it still too early?
Have I not told you I've been feeling kicks like crazy?
No, you didn't tell me that.
Yes, within the last couple of weeks, the kicks
weeks?
are... Yes, weeks.
Wait, how did I not know that?
I'm sorry. I can't remember what I've told people, and I apologize to the Do Crew too. I guess I haven't really given a good update recently. So this is totally candid because we're very candid here at Drinks on Us. Around I would say 20 weeks, I knew that it was definitely kicks. I think previous, I'd be like, was that a kick or was that like gas bubbles? That's like kind of what I would compare the feeling to at that stage. So at my appointment last week, I asked, and they were like, it was probably kicks, but you just didn't know what to expect. But now certain times it'll be like little, I don't even know. Right now it's more like bubbly, like fishy. I don't know how to describe it.
That's crazy.
But it's gotten to the point that for the very first time, Ryan was able to put his hand there and he felt the baby kick.
That is so special.
It was really cool.
Oh
He
my
was like, that
gosh.
is wild that that's happening. I'm sure in the third trimester, it's going to be full karate chops.
That is nuts.
Isn't that crazy?
So yeah, you'll definitely feel them tonight with the beet juice.
Baby loves beets.
Wow.
Starting them young.
What else? Do you have any more updates for us?
Well, I checked before we started filming because every week Riley asks the size and I'm always tanking on what it is. So I did my homework and this week at this point, baby is a papaya. How fun. We're so exotic.
You are so exotic. And I just have to say, like every week, it's just crazy how fast babies grow in there. Like drastic growth every week.
It is so crazy, Rye. I can chat a little bit more, but a lot is going to be given to the Do Crew. I'll like explain more once we chit chat about what's coming soon. But I had a really good appointment this past week and very on par. The only other thing I can think of to mention is that baby is 1 pound, 1 ounce, 11 inches. 1.
Oh my gosh.
A whole
Wait,
1
11
pound.
inches is like big and tall.
Right? I guess it's completely like, it's like the average. Like when even on my app, it says basically the same height and weight, but isn't that wild?
Like a 1 pound.
Yeah. They're getting up there in there.
Every time I like want to refer to baby M, I want to say he in my mind and I don't know why.
But did you lock in boy?
I locked in boy, I'm pretty sure.
I think I locked in boy too. I don't know if we told the Do Crew that.
I can't remember.
I know. It's just, we have a lot going on. We can't remember what we've said to each other. And Riley and I are in about 80 group chats with different people. So it's hard to keep tabs of what is discussed. But yes, I am starting a running tab with my mom has a like chart at her house that has both Ryan and my side of the family's guesses. And then I decided to start a notes of like some of my closest friends, their guesses. A lot of people said they can't lock in yet. Maybe they're like waiting to see me or as I grow. But Riley was one that locked in.
Wait, we should have the Do Crew guest too.
We should. That would be fun.
They're the other group chat that we're in together.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Of course. Yeah. So you guys can write in your votes or maybe we'll do something fun on the Instagram. We'll come up with something. But that's really all I have for baby M. I wanted to hear about your weekend and did you make it to Aloe? It looked like you had such a fun shopping day. So tell us about it.
Okay, I did make it to Aloe and I exchanged my smalls for mediums in case you were following along. We went to a really cute shopping area not too far from us. It was freezing, like so bitter cold out, but it made it so much fun. Like we were bundled up, walking to all the shops. There were Christmas carolers out. So it was like a great day. Went to Williams-Sonoma, got my peppermint bark. That was like number one on my list. Two things I wanted to say about the peppermint bark. One, I went rogue and I got the all dark chocolate one.
Wait, why?
I'm a dark chocolate girly and
So there's
it's
no
really good.
white?
No, there's no white in it.
What? I don't know how I feel. I love dark chocolate, but I don't know.
It's good. It's really good.
Did you get the normal too? Like
I did get the normal too, but I got it as a gift for someone, like a house. Like I'm going to a Christmas party, so I wanted to bring it.
That's a
and
good
that one
gift.
is the classic one, but I just love dark chocolate. Anyways, I got home and I put it in display in my little like thing that
Yes.
you mentioned it the other day on the podcast. It's like a clear glass thing. And Kate's like, I don't even like peppermint bark, blah, blah, blah. Well, he ate the whole entire display twice now. I'm like, Kate, it's actually a problem. I'm like, you have to stop eating it because I'm just going to have to go buy more.
Yeah.
I just want it to be displayed.
Which, okay, maybe you have one for display and then one for eating.
He'll eat both. I don't know what to do. I think I need to make another dessert to have like on hand. So because the peppermint bark, it is for eating, but like every now and again. It's been 2 days and it's gone.
Yeah, that's hilarious that he had the audacity to say he didn't like it. Like, trust me, it's okay to say you like it, bud.
Yeah, grow up.
So nonetheless, you knocked a lot off your due Christmas list or Christmas bucket list.
Yeah, my bucket list was the star of the show this weekend. Also, this weekend, they started renovating our master bathroom, which was, or no, not this weekend. They started on Thursday last week. But I was talking to you about it, Rose, and I'm like, yeah, next time I talk to you, I'll probably have more of an update. Well, the last 3 days, they said they were going to come and they never showed.
They didn't show today either?
No, they didn't come. And he texted us this morning and said, I'll be there this afternoon. No show. So my hair is slicked back because, I mean, we have a guest room shower, but like, I want to wash my hair in my own shower.
Yes, like you're holding out to have that first shower. Because really, do you think it's 1 day's work left?
Honestly, they probably could do it in one, but I'm going to guess like 1.5 to 2 days. But if they would have came over the weekend, like they said, it would be done.
And it is so that it's almost more tempting, or like you lose your patience when you start to see it come to life because you're so much more anxious. Riley showed us it is so beautiful. It's just so fresh and clean. I mean, it's not fully done yet, but I know all that feeling all too well of putting your patience cap on to be so excited to like enjoy it finally.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. But speaking of that, it's so close to moving week for you.
I know when this episode launches, we're basically 1 week out.
That is so crazy.
1 week.
Oh my gosh. That like gives me chills.
It feels it does not feel real. I know I say that with like pregnancy in the house. It's just feels so foreign that I almost forget like what it was like living in our house with just Ryan and I in Louisville. Like it's been, obviously I said this last week, but over a year since we've lived together. And then obviously I moved down here like fairly new into the new year. So I'm just, last night I said to Ryan, I go, I'm honestly so proud of myself. And he started laughing and he was like, I'm so proud of you too, because there was a lot of hard days. Obviously pick your battles. That hard is different, but it still can be true. You miss your space and your stuff and your privacy and all that goodness. So I am so excited. I can't believe that I'll probably be listening to next week's episode while I'm unpacking.
Stop. Oh my gosh. That makes me so happy.
It makes me so happy just thinking about this beauty, this chair in our new house. I know it's not what's in our cart time, but this isn't what's in my cart, but I got the new and improved big honky tonk Miss Messy Eater to clean this girlie. This girlie's getting cleaned before she's coming over. She's half orange, half white.
Oh my gosh. So new house, new Miss Messy Eater.
Oh, yes. You'll hear more about my preparation for the house and what's in our cart. But any other weekend highlights? I mean, you have so much fun things going on. You had a great shopping. You are in full Christmas mode. You have your bathroom getting redone. So the deck is getting pushed to 2025. Remember that person said, oh, maybe we'll do it?
Yeah. He actually texted us not that long ago and gave us so much hope. But he said if the weather stays mild, like I'll be able to do it before the end of the year. And it's just been so cold here. Actually, today it was in the 50s and it felt like summer.
Oh my gosh, the 50s. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
You said it snowed last week.
It did. It was so cold. It was pouring all day today because the weather warmed up, which thank goodness, because like there's nothing worse than having so much snow and not being able to like get out of your house. So yeah, this week, if it would stay in the 50s for like a few more days, he probably would start, but I'm not even getting my hopes up. Probably in the spring, we'll have to wait.
Well, I was thinking about it. If it gets pushed, maybe it will be less maintenance for you during winter, and then it'll be fresh and you won't have to like put it through winter like before you get to use it.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like we would really even use it now. I just like want to have it ready. I'm so impatient.
Yes, I know. Well, fingers crossed. Is it's supposed to get really cold quick again because all that rain? Oh no, are you gonna have ice?
Probably, yeah.
Oh no, right?
It's okay. It's nothing we aren't used to. We're Pittsburgh girlies.
I know. I just hate ice.
Yeah, it's scary when you have to drive. I used to hate it the most when I had to wake up early and like go to work and like I would be slipping and sliding. But it's nice because I really don't have I don't have to leave my house. I work from home. Right. If I want to leave, it's either going to the grocery store, going to a workout, which like those things can wait.
Right. That is true. And usually by the afternoon, salt trucks are out and it's not yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, we're going to keep you and your icy thoughts in our prayers.
Thank you.
What
Should
else?
We tell them our exciting thing?
Oh, yes. Okay. So I teased this earlier. I know we talked about it last week, so it's not that like new and exciting, but, if you guys are interested and curious about more of the pregnancy journey, obviously I'll share stuff on the podcast and through our Instagram. But I was saying all of that because my very first video on our brand new Patreon channel, the after party, is taking you guys along on an ultrasound appointment, and not just any ultrasound, the 20-week anatomy scan, which is arguably one of the most important hyped up ones. So I took you guys all along on it. Rye, do you want to share your first episode that you're bringing to the Patreon?
Yeah, so that's Rose's first video. My first video is a sourdough vlog. So I took you guys along making a loaf of sourdough.
I love it.
It's so funny that that's mine and yours is like this is like super serious, deep thing. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to make sourdough today.
Oh, right. I'm going to watch it because my sourdough journey will come back to life one day.
Yeah, it will. And I have faith that it will for you. But those are the two vibes of content that you're going to get right now on Patreon. We're going to do 4 extra videos a month. And yeah, so I think by the time the episode airs, it'll be ready to go, right? Like people can subscribe and watch. It's going to be so fun.
I'm so excited. I'm obsessed with our designer put like the cutest little like logo banner together for the after party. Obviously, we talked about this last week, but the whole vibe is obviously very Drinks on Us coded as far as branding, but the after party, it's just like getting to know Riley and I in an even deeper level, whether it's vlogs independently, we film an extra type of podcast sit down together. When we're together, we'll obviously bring fun content and we'll totally put up a question box because we want to hear what you guys want to see from us, but we're really excited. So yeah, we're going to have 4 extra things every single month and it'll be live in your hands. So you'll have 2 preloaded and 2 more before the end of the month. And it dead serious is cheaper than getting a Starbucks.
Yes. So in order to subscribe, go to patreon.com/doocrew, DOU crew, and you'll see our page. We'll link it on our socials.
Yeah, we'll link it on our socials and in our episode files from here on out, just so you guys can easily find it. But yeah, it's going to be all put in our bio, all that fun stuff. So that's fun. Riley and I have been working on that behind the scenes. So we hope you guys love it and join us over there for the party. And then the only other thing I wanted to make sure we chatted about before we got into what's in our cart is gifts on us. We're heading into week 2. Yeah, gooey. Riley and I were on a work call last week and I just like so nonchalantly was like, and then for goo, and Riley's like, you started laughing. You're like, okay, goo.
Gifts on us. It's goo.
Yeah.
The goo crew.
Yeah. We are so gooey this time of year. We're ooey gooey fun. We are. So we had our first winner and that gift has probably already been sent out by the time this episode aired. You guys seem to have really loved the first week of Gifts on Us. So Rye, do you want to tell them what they have in store to win this week and how to enter?
Yes. Okay. So this week, the gift is two of our favorite Dolce Glow products. We love Dolce Glow here at Do. A Jisoo or Gisoo, however you pronounce it, hair perfume. It is the best. I just used mine today because I haven't washed my hair in a bit. What else? Oh, the Hot Cocoa Summer Fridays lip butter, the brown one. It's like special edition
for that. The limited edition, guys.
I'm pretty sure it's like sold out on Sephora too.
Yes, that is like the hot commodity. It's stunning. It's so holiday. I want it. I don't have it.
I know. It's here. I have it in my possession to send out, and it's like so gorgeous. The lettering is shiny because it's like limited edition.
I know. I need it.
And then the very last thing for this gift is a Prada perfume. It smells so good. It's one of their signature scents, and that wraps up this gift. So enter in our reel this week, and maybe you'll be the lucky winner.
Yes, I love this one. It's like all our favorite beauty. It's like the beauty pack this week. But yeah, it's so easy to enter. We obviously you need to be following along on Drinks on Us Pod Instagram, but we always post how to enter. It's really, really, really simple. And then we always announce at the end of every week. So we are in our second of 4. So we'll have 2 more after this week, but be sure to enter. And hopefully you get some amazing beauty products. I mean, these are products that Riley and I absolutely love and swear by. So I'm excited for this winner. It's a good one.
I'm so excited. Wait, you said something that made me think of something else.
What?
We only have 2 more episodes in 2024. That's crazy.
I'm so confused about this year. I just have to be honest.
Because it flew?
Yes. It's just like a blur. I think because so many things were going on that kind of distracted me from the schedule and the pace of the year. And I've kind of been in this weird limbo, like waiting for the house. And I'm like, what? A whole year has passed? Like, that's frightening a little bit.
It's crazy to think about. Like, we're going to be in 2025.
2025. That is so crazy. I'm sure you've seen things on social media saying that means that 5 years ago was the start of COVID.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I feel like COVID has like made everything else a blur.
Right? It's so crazy. And I just think the older we get and as like we start having families and like we just get so caught up that time goes faster and faster, and you don't have the school year of like winter break, fall break, spring break, summer to kind of keep you like, oh my gosh, it's already this again. Before you know, you blink and it's a whole other year. I know we'll reflect on the year probably in an episode, but 2 more for the year, Rye, that's nuts.
It's nuts. Wait, that also made me think, I don't know why I was thinking about this today. I always knew it was like almost time for Christmas break in college when Dunkin's Sugar Cookie Latte came out. Like, I don't know why, just that time of year, it just like feels so nostalgic, like anything sugar cookie, because we always got that. And like, it was always almost winter break and going home.
Aww,
crazy times.
That's so true. And they would put the little red and green. And speaking of Dunkin' flavors, having butter pecan always reminded me of like the Easter Daytona season. Like I
was going to say Nationals.
Yeah, Nationals. And we always would go get Dunkin' if we won team in between team finals and hip hop prelims.
Oh my gosh, stop. And it was so good.
It was so good. The Daytona Dunkin' was elite.
Elite. Wait, I also went to a Kent State basketball game on Friday, and their dance team performed. And they... What?
Any good?
Yes. They used to go to Daytona, but they go to a new competition. It's like not varsity anymore. Someone broke away from varsity. It's called like, I want to say Dance Team Union.
Yes. You know that. That's where BYU went when they left and then came back.
Okay. I don't know why I was like so shook. I guess I forgot about it.
And that is, if I'm not mistaken, the competition that Audrey Perkins and Alexis, Blaine's bestie, they work at every year.
Oh, okay.
If that
makes so
is
much
kind
sense.
Of ringing a bell a little bit.
Yeah. I guess I just didn't realize that's what that was.
Well, I'm glad they were good.
So, yeah, I guess just like reminiscing on dance team in my mind lately.
Why not, right? Hell's up.
Yeah.
Oh, I really quickly, while you're talking about basketball, just have to say, I'm not sure if Cade follows along on Louisville men's basketball, but we were really, really, like, we were doing so well to start this year. And it was just a really great feeling because since Ryan hasn't been on the team, he hasn't really had the chance to have that like pride in, I mean, he would obviously like is supporting them nonstop, but it's different when your team doesn't have any skin in the game. And so it was really cool for him. He was like, oh, like, of course we're not there this season when going to games would be, I would kind of get a feel of what it was like on the other side. And then they were at a Thanksgiving tournament and one of their star players tore his ACL.
Kate told me, isn't there another like star player that also got hurt? Like a shoulder or something?
No way. I don't know. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know a lot. All I know is he said 2 of their like best players are hurt.
Oh my gosh. I hope it's not the guy I'm thinking of, but it just stinks because like yesterday we played Duke and we were like neck and neck with them, but we just didn't have that extra firepower to like pull away with it. And it's just so sad that an injury, you know, and I feel bad for that kid because apparently he's a 5th year. So it's like his end of his career. So it just makes you feel even worse.
Injuries are just so awful.
I know they really are. So I'm sorry. I don't know how we got here. Like, look at us being a sports podcast.
No, not us being a sports podcast now. But we don't even know any of like the names or terminology. We're just like, yeah, that person did that thing. And like, yeah.
Ryan always laughs at me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I love his shoes. Ryan's like, that's what you're looking at? The shoes they're all wearing? I'm like, of course. I would love to get my outfit together for the football or basketball, you know?
Yeah, got to get your costume on. Russ and his makeup.
Okay, but like Russ, his makeup's working.
He's slaying. I actually feel bad. We were kind of like making fun of him earlier.
No, we were so mean. And my heart still has like the softest spot for Justin Fields. And I hope he stays because I really do like him and I love his war paint. He goes so dedicated.
His makeup. He uses Estee double wear, I bet.
And listen, he must have incredible skin that he can wear that and not break out.
That's so true.
Yeah. So he's doing something right.
He is. Sometimes they throw him in for a package here and there.
I know. They throw him in and this poor guy. I'm like, please don't mess up. Please don't mess up because I just know people are ruthless.
Wait, did you see that Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld got engaged?
Yes. I mean, crazy. Just like the trajectory of like, you know, his past. I think we talked about like his like other girlfriend, how like pretty she is. And they actually kind of look alike in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess they do resemble each other. I just like him sick for his ex-girlfriend. Like, imagine having to see that.
I know. I saw her like make an E headline about it.
About the comment?
Yeah. Like, was that real? Like,
I don't know. I only know gossip, but apparently she like commented something on the engagement post and then said, "Oh, I got hacked."
But
someone else said, "You got hacked by Pinot Grigio."
No,
I don't know what's real.
I don't know what's real either. And I don't want to assume or like put my assumption out there because I can only imagine what she's going through, whether it's
right.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll leave it at that, but good for them. Nonetheless, it was a beautiful scene, but I do
so beautiful.
Heart does hurt a little bit for the ex.
Yeah. Well, anyways, sports led us there. Should we get into what's in our cart?
Yes. What do you got in your cart this week?
Okay. So my most worn items during the cold months are my white turtleneck and my black turtleneck. Plain, like, I wear them all the time and they're like starting to get a little ratty. So I need new ones. And I'm thinking about Express maybe for just like a classic black and white turtleneck. So that is in my cart.
Love.
Yeah. The second thing, was my restock for my Curie deodorant.
Oh, okay. Curie's still riding hard.
You're a real one if you've been here through the pre-Curie days.
Oh my gosh.
That was a crazy time.
It was.
And then I got another thing from the Sephora sale. Oh, also Sephora's 20% off right now till the 15th.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you need anything?
I definitely need more Estee. Wait, no, Sephora doesn't carry Estee, do they?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Maybe just not in store. You know how like sometimes they like carry certain things on their online only?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need to think about that. Thank you for letting me know.
20% off, so restock. I got a Caudalie face mask that I loved.
Riley finally trying Caudalie. That's been a long time coming.
I've been saying I wanted to try it since like episode 1. But it's like a pore extracting mask. You put it on for 10 minutes and wash it off. And I've only used it once, but I loved it. And I want to get better about like I'm good about doing my skincare, but I want to go the extra mile and do the face masks. And so maybe like once a week I'll use it. But I loved it.
Wait, love. What did you notice with it? Like just minimized pores?
Like my skin was tighter almost, and my makeup laid so much better.
Okay. I'm really excited that you're trying that brand because I've just been so intrigued by them. Their packaging and their quality it seems like chef's kiss. So I'm glad you finally dove in for us.
Yeah, I will link it.
Yeah, please do.
But what's in your cart?
Okay, so I kind of teased, I was talking about things I'm getting for the house. So this may catch you by surprise a little bit, Rye, but I'm trying a new laundry detergent for the house.
I'm shocked.
I know.
Is it Molly Suds?
No, it's not. It's called Truly Free. Have you seen it ever?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it's liquid, which I love. I think Molly Suds is liquid too. There's just a part of me with Buff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like missing like just the classic liquid pour on, and I like the way it spreads. I feel like sometimes with the powder of Buff City, I don't know. And just sometimes I'm unhappy with how my clothes smell, and I'm just kind of ready to try something new. And so I decided I've been seeing a lot of good things about Truly Free, so I'm trying it out. I actually got like quite a bundle because they were having a pretty good deal. So I got some laundry stuff and then I got some dish stuff as well. So
I've been looking for a clean dish soap. Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Yep. I got dish soap, detergent, and I got a dishwasher cleaner. Like you put it in and like run a cycle to clean it. And the same for the washer. So I can't say 100% like, guys, go run and grab it, but stay tuned for a review on that. Cause I think we might love it, right?
Wait, I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. And then the second thing is kind of my other remedy or my type of self-care that I'm trying to instill. Are you a gua sha girl? Ever have been?
I tried to, but I never kept up with it.
I know. And oh my gosh, I was on gua sha TikTok like a year or so ago. And it's so intimidating because everyone tells you you're doing everything wrong, basically. And I don't know. I used to try it and then I'm like, I feel like I'm just like making my skin sag because I'm like, I didn't have enough product on because I didn't want too much product to break out. But I got a facial last week and I was just asking her, like, you know, everyone talks about like losing your jawline and you hold like water and inflammation so much during pregnancy. Like, is there anything that I can be doing? And she was like, it'll go away. Like she just had a baby. So it's nice because I can relate to her. But she was saying like, you can definitely gua sha a little bit and just like try and drain down to your lymphatic drainage. And so they're so cheap on Amazon. This one's actually really cute. I used it today and it had a really good groove because I like to kind of, really. So I don't know if it's going to work, how consistent I'll be with it, what product, but I figured I'd link it because it's a great stocking stuffer too.
It is. And I do think that if you're consistent with it, it really works. I was just so bad about being consistent. But the before and afters that you see on TikTok are drastic.
Yes. So my esthetician was like, I see stuff online where they say it's like going to totally change your skin. It's definitely like for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you'll look more lifted. But if you're properly draining, that can obviously just help so things aren't sitting, which can help your odds. But it's not like gua sha is going to like change the structure of your face for good, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last thing, I can't remember if you have this. Do you have the Era 40-ounce Brewmate tumbler?
I don't know what mine's called.
It's Brewmate though. That's the brand.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you have it. Is the inside silver?
Handle. Yes.
And then like the very top. Oh,
sorry. There was a fuss in my face and I flicked it and I hit my microphone.
Saw that.
Sorry.
Okay, so I think that's it. Is your lid lock?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I feel like I need that, especially once I do have this child, like where I can lock it into place and throw it around. So I put it on my Christmas list and they have the cutest colors. I really want it. And I feel like my Stanley has like, it's time. It's too much.
I actually love the Brewmate and I reach for it way more than my Awala because it's so like hands-free. There's a handle. It fits in the cup holder. The lid locks. I think you'll love it.
Okay. I'm really excited. So if anybody is like looking for a new water bottle, I figured I'd share because I thought Riley had already had a good testimony on it. So I'll let you know if I get it. If not, I'm going to get it for myself.
Perfect. Because you deserve it.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, well, let's get into the main segment. Today, we are going to talk about how to handle holidays with your family, your significant other's family, just like splitting the time. It can be so stressful. And I always talk about how hard it is to please everyone this time of year. Mm-hmm. So, where do we begin?
Well, before we do get into it, I film in a room that Ryan uses the closet and he like came home from work. He's like, what are you girls talking about on the pod today? And I told him, he was like, oh, wow. He couldn't believe it because he just knows it's like, so it's just stressful. And I feel like every year, right around this time, like around like October, it's always brought up in our group chat. Like, how's it going for you guys? Like with what's going on? Sorry,
you were so loud for 1 second in my ears and it scared the shit out of me.
Oh, I'm just okay screaming now because I'm passionate about it. I'm kidding.
No, it was like a technological thing.
Yeah. But anyways, I feel like we always, like Riley and some of our girlfriends in the same season of life have really leaned on each other as this has become a thing because it's so easy for it to take joy away from this time of year. Mm-hmm. And so I'm trying to think where we can start with it. I think in general, something that comes to mind to kind of kick us off is just as you find your significant other, everybody chooses to like commit to each other at a different level as far as holidays. Some people I think choose like, okay, we're going to be separate until we're engaged and like you go to your family. I'm not giving up my holiday, blah, blah, blah. And then there's some people who once they're in a relationship, like they want to spend the holidays together. Mm-hmm. And I first and foremost do not think there is a right or wrong to that at all. It's total preference. And it does bug me a little bit when people kind of judge people who aren't married or engaged being like, well, why do you even do holidays together? It's like, well, because we want to, like Ryan and I chose to do holidays together because our time was always so limited, like with our schedules. And obviously it's changed now that we're like married. I think our commitment to like what works best for us has become more prevalent. Mm-hmm. I don't know. How do you feel about all of that?
No, I agree completely. And it is very stressful when you start to think about the logistics because you are so used to your traditions with your family and your significant other also has traditions with their family. And it's like you can't be everywhere at once, especially if you don't live in the same state or like down the road. And so I think just like we always say this, as long as you and your significant other are on the same team, that's all that matters. And you're going to do your very best to see everyone, but like your schedules might not align perfectly with other things that are going on. So things are just changing constantly in this season of life. You're trying to work around your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law. It's just like, it's crazy.
I think that is arguably the toughest part. It's like, okay, you and your boyfriend or husband may be totally aligned. And at the end of the day, that is all that matters. But then you go to like discuss and communicate with your sides of the family, and every sibling and every sibling's significant other all also has traditions and schedules and financial responsibilities. So everyone also is planning and thinking about like what works best for them. So if you come from big families or you marry into big families, you're not only like, I'm one of three, Riley's one of three, Ryan's one of four, but then all of them have significant others. So it just adds, like, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is so much to work and please. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing that I've come to learn, and again, every year looks so different because every year so much is changing. I think through your 20s and even 30s, honestly, I think just so much is changing every year. Babies come into the picture, you're moving, you have different jobs, like you have less time off, like things are expensive. And I think it's just almost like being okay with letting go that it's going to just look and feel different every year, which is tough. The first few years are tough.
I was going to say our first, or at least like my perspective when we first were engaged and married, like it was a jump scare because it's like you grow up for however many years, 20 plus years, having the same family traditions, doing the same thing. And now it's like, you have a whole other family to be with, which is such a blessing and it's a great thing, but it changes everything you've ever done on the holidays because now you have to like split time. And I feel like we've definitely come to handle it like in a good way. And we spend the same amount of time with our sides of the family, and it might be different than it was before, but it works. And I think just doing your best is all you can do.
It is. And I think over communicating with not only you and your significant other, but also with your family and siblings is the best way, just so you set clear expectations. And after that, if you're communicating with everybody and you're doing the absolute best you can, because I already mentioned this, but you are planning around, like if flights or driving is involved, like you're planning around that, you're planning around the cost of that, you're planning around like playing Tetris if your husband only gets 7 days off of work for the entire year, and Christmas and Thanksgiving fall into that as well, which all of this, we're kind of just talking about Christmas and Thanksgiving. Why do they have to be 3 weeks apart? It just adds to the stress of all of it, because traveling back to back can just add some stress. But if you guys are doing your absolute best and you're communicating, you have to really be willing to let go of like if people are upset or their feelings are hurt or expectations feel like, oh, like that's not what I would have done, or whatever the case may be. Like comments and feelings and things may happen, but you really have to work on letting go of that because it's out of your control. Like you can only simply do the best you can for every year.
Right, exactly. And if you can't spend, a certain amount of one-on-one time with people in your family, maybe you can plan a trip, in a couple weeks or in the new year and like have that one-on-one time to make up for it. And so I think doing little things like that also shows people that it's not like you don't want to spend time with them. You're just trying to, do the best you can during this busy time of year. So putting in the effort and communicating, I think it's so important. And I also wanted to say, don't let the stress of the logistics dull the magic of the season and like your happiness during this time of year. I think just trying to not stress about it, it would be like, that's very helpful.
Absolutely. Because that's not fair to you and your significant other to be like so caught up in like other things that are out of your control that to your point, you're not soaking in. And we talk all the time about how fast this time of year is and how special it is, especially as we get older. I think you learn and like grow a new appreciation for everything that comes with this time of year. And so to just do your best, and ultimately like time passes and people like you, I don't even remember how like the holidays have been like split up, and every year does look a little bit different, especially if you're in a family that also is having kids and children and lives all across the country. Like there's just so many dynamics that come into it. And then you get to a place where you want to start your own traditions with your husband or, once you have kids. So that's kind of where I go when I think of it's always ever changing. My sister's son is 2.5 2.5. So he's getting to an age where rightfully so, they want to wake up and him have Christmas at their house because starting to get to a place where like traditions are really, really important. I remember my mom saying like, we chose to start our traditions like the Christmas that my brother was born, even though he wasn't going to remember, like that was when they chose to be like, all right, we're going to start doing our traditions and then figure out how we can be there for both of our families after. So I say all of that to say, it's just going to continue to change because you're going to create your own traditions. And even before kids, like, right, I feel like you and Cade now like have a fun tradition of making sure you wake up in your house for Thanksgiving morning and for Christmas morning. I don't know if you do that as well. So I'm excited to kind of implement some of that with Ryan because we were always flights away that we didn't have that luxury.
Yeah, that's so nice. You're all in the same state now.
Yeah, parent-wise, but not sibling-wise.
Parent-wise, not siblings, yeah.
But yeah, do you feel like you and Kate have made traditions together outside of your obligations to your families?
Yeah, I feel like we definitely prioritize like our time and our boundaries and the fact that we can't be there for every single thing with every single person in our family. And we've gotten to a point where like we make it work. Like this year we're doing Christmas with Kate's family on the 28th and everyone's coming in and it's going to be like, it'll be perfect. And just because it's not on the 25th doesn't mean that we don't get that quality time with his side of the family. So it's just like, you got to give and take. But I guess to wrap up, the reason that Rose and I wanted to talk about this is because I feel like people don't talk about it a lot. Like you're not alone if you are stressed about the logistics of seeing family on the holidays.
You're not alone at all. I just think, again, to Riley's point, it's like taboo to kind of like talk about it because, you don't want to take the magic away or you don't want to feel like none of this comes from a place that like we don't absolutely love both sides of our families and love being with them. It's because we love them and because you guys love them that your like heart feels like conflicted and stressed and the people pleasing comes out. But there's only so much you can do. And I love that you guys are doing the 28th because that honestly is nice because then it doesn't feel like you're missing out on like, if both people are super set on like the proper, like the way we did it. I think I've come to like really love and appreciate when people are fluid to be like, Christmas is just, it doesn't have to be on the 25th to make it feel like Christmas. It's all a choice and perspective.
Right.
So even knowing and realizing that like you do what you can, whether it's the actual proper day or not, but yeah, you're not alone. Riley and I talk about this off air every year, just in a friendly way, just to have like advice from different friends. But yeah, this was really requested. So I hope that helped them. Do you think we did our job?
Yeah. And if anything, like they know that they're like can lean on us or other people who are in the same stage of life because it's rough out there.
It's tough in these streets.
It's tough. But okay, do you think we should get into Girls Room?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. So Girls Room is our advice segment. We have 3 submissions today. First one. Hey girls, first off, love the pod. You both are so fun, it seems so down to earth and totally relatable. Okay, so I am newly going on dates with a guy from my hometown. I go to college out of state, but I see him a lot when I come home for long weekends or breaks. Do I get him a Christmas gift to have on standby? His birthday is also coming up. Is he a Capricorn or a Sagittarius, I wonder? If so, do you have any ideas? I definitely feel like this could be going somewhere and lead to a relationship, but I don't want to jump the gun. I also don't want to be scrambling for a gift if I need one. Thank you, XOXO. This is so tough.
I know. I'm really trying to think about this and I'm just going to go with my gut feeling. When she read this, I was going to say, get something small and cute. Like don't do the most, but like have something thoughtful that even if I think for a guy, I don't know. I hope now I'm backing. I'm like, will he like think she's moving too fast to give her something? But I was thinking something little or like a gift card to go eat together or something. I don't know. What do you think?
My mind went to the same place, like something where it's very thoughtful, but it doesn't look like you put in a lot of effort. Like, oh, I just was, on the way home at the gas station, thought I'd pick this up for you. Like something so casual, but it's like so cute that you thought of him. But what should it be?
I know. Because I think regardless if the guy has the right intentions in his mind, even if he didn't get her something, I think a guy would be like, oh my gosh, like that's so sweet. Like she's so wife material that she like thought of me, but if he's not in like doesn't have the same mindset in the off chance, you don't want it to be like overkill where it scares him away.
Yeah, definitely something casual, like so, oh, I thought of you. I just picked this up. Like you didn't put a lot of thought into it, but let's put thought into it for her. Maybe
like his favorite candies or desserts.
I know. I was thinking something along those lines, like a candy bar.
That's like a little too low effort.
Yeah. Like what's the next level up from that?
Is this too much to like bake him like cookies and like assemble it cute with like a hot cocoa kit and like do a date night?
Wait, that's so cute.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And
like cookies with like a cute little bow.
Yeah. And like, you could even say it to him, or you could write out like a cute little ticket, like Christmas movies and hot cocoa, yes or no, or something.
Wait, that's so cute. I love that. Okay, I think you should do that. Good job. I knew you would think of the perfect thing.
Something along those lines. You know your relationship and you know him to know what's too much.
Yeah, but I love the vibe of that. Okay, next one. Hey girls, love the pod. Been following y'all since the So Sharp. So Sharp. I am needing some advice. Just recently, my husband told his hairdresser, who was a female, that I have been having problems with intimacy and pain during sex. I only feel comfortable sharing this on the pod because it is anonymous, but am I in the wrong for feeling upset that he shared that info with her? I feel so embarrassed because I do not want her knowing about my personal issues, especially when it involves intimacy. Thanks again. Love y'all.
No, that is not wrong for her being like offended.
I have a lot of questions.
Okay. What are they?
How does this girl know that that her husband told the hairdresser? Like, did the hairdresser come to her or did the husband tell on himself?
I think the husband told on himself, not thinking it's a big deal.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely didn't think it was a big deal, but like, why would he think that's okay?
Like, what was he going to this woman, like hairdresser, in like hopes that he'd get like another woman's perspective and advice?
That's what I'm thinking.
But I don't think that's okay. I'm like kind of sick.
You are totally justified in your feelings, and I would feel the same exact way as you. Yeah. I would maybe just kind of give him that perspective, like that's a private thing between the two of you, and if like he does think that they need to get, like if something's wrong, maybe go to the doctor. I don't know.
I think just having the conversation with him, like, and giving him the benefit of the doubt, like, I'm sure you brought it up because you didn't think it was a big deal and that maybe you thought you could seek advice from her, but it's just been lingering in my head that it hurt my feelings because that type of stuff, I feel very vulnerable and intimate between the two of us. So I'd love to have open discussion and like a productive conversation on how we can fix this as a team without involving like outside people that we know.
Yeah, totally. Just be honest and tell them you want to keep that stuff between the two of you. Boys just...
I know.
They're something else.
They are something else. And I just would have a very hard time if they have like a great relationship that he did it out of any malicious intent. Like their brains are so different.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that vibe at all. I think he was just like genuinely looking for help. Poor thing.
Oh yeah. Like you kind of have to feel bad for him a little.
Yeah. And like the poor hairdresser, honestly, what did she say to that?
Honestly, yeah, like she couldn't have expected that to come out of his mouth. What, like he didn't sign up for that.
She's just trying to give him a nice fade.
Wow.
Oh boy. Okay, next one. Hi, Rose. Congratulations on the exciting news. Riley, you will be the best auntie. I need advice. My husband and I found out we are expecting as well. We have a few weddings next year who are very close friends, and we shared the news with them. My husband let me know that one of the girls told her fiance that she is disappointed and not excited because she thinks this will overshadow their wedding and their moments. There are a few other people pregnant too, so it's not just me, but I can't help but feel some type of way and a little bothered by her comments. What would you do and how would you proceed going forward at future events with them? Love you guys in the pod every week.
This is so unfortunate.
I'm just like annoyed for this person. Like, clearly it's not like you're getting married on the same day. It's not even like in the same ballpark.
Yeah, I think that stems from like insecurity from the bride that she thinks you having a child is like taking away from her wedding. Like they're just so totally different.
Right.
Both in such huge things in your life. The only thing that I could think of as far as perspective to kind of like ease your mind, because I think you're justified and I would probably feel a certain way as well. Every person I know in my life that is a mom, like has a baby earthside and has like been through things of this nature is like, you really can't understand until you have a child of your own. So I'm sure once it may take a while, but like once this bride hopefully has her day to become a mom, I'm sure she'll realize like that was kind of silly of her to, not that she even said anything to this girl, right? It's just like through the grapevine.
Yeah.
I would just know like in your heart that you're doing nothing wrong. You're going to be there for her as a friend and you hope that she's there for you as a friend. But if not, I do think through big life events, whether it's a child, a marriage, you really do learn about like true character or true characters of your friends. So I wouldn't say anything to her. I would just be a good friend and control your controllables and hopefully it all pans out as it should.
That was the exact advice I was going to give. Like, business as usual. Don't say anything. Still go to the events. Make her feel so special because you would anyways, pregnant or not. And I don't think this needs to be made into a bigger thing and you need to confront her just because like, I don't even think she'll realize what she did. And I just don't want it to be a bigger issue for you. Like, you know her true colors now. And I feel like that's all. Like you said, Rose, this person isn't doing anything wrong by being pregnant.
No. And I agree. I think you just control what you can and let the rest like fall into place as it should. But I'm sorry, that stinks. I hate stuff like this.
I know, me too. Well, I think that concludes our happy hour. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us. We hope you had fun and enjoyed. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, follow, subscribe to Patreon, share this with your friends and fam, and we love ya.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to leave us with a cheers to just doing your best and balancing holidays through just your 20s and all the life changes. We're here with you. It's a magical, fun season. So I'm just going to toast us to that. We're in this together. And of course, we will see you guys same time, same place next week. And don't forget to join Gifts on Us giveaway this week.
Goo.
Gooey gooey.
Goo girlies.